Hello plant lovers in YouTube, it's Cara once again. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Cara.inhousegreen, and today's episode is about your favorite 10 houseplants. I have seen a lot of YouTube videos that's about that topic, and why I'm doing this is my daughter have mentioned it to me as well. Why not do that? And I've seen Bill, the one that's from Canada, and I'm following his channels for quite some time now, and he has it as well. He've uploaded about maybe 2 weeks ago, so inspired by him as well. So there you go. And this is just my 10 houseplants is not in there. I'm just showing it because it's just a nice view. So I'm going to start where I'm going to do it in my dining area, so be prepared, won't be long. Right guys, I'm in my dining area. I got that that steam doing its thing. Right, my first houseplant is this one. So this is Billionaire Polka. So that's the plant. I have seen this plant in I think in one of the pictures in Instagram, and I just like it. I just like I've seen it not in focus, but somewhere, when they take pictures and on their room, and then it's one of this plant was on it. And I remember this plant because when I was living in the Philippines, they just grow like wild. So this is also a reminder that, hang on, we have that when I was at a younger age. So I have this plant. It was a tiny one, and it came to me. It wasn't in a good shape. In fact, it broke, and the other one was in my sunroom, the broken one. Let me have a look and show you. So yeah, so it broke from that one, and this is the broken stick. So I planted in it. It's growing slowly. That's its new leaf, and the new growth there has dried up because I have of neglect. I haven't watered it as much as I should, and the draining this media is too, it's a lot of the water will not soak more because it's a lots of aeration in it. So I think it needs more of the proper soil. Anyway, it's doing its thing. It's growing, but slowly. So yeah, this is the plant. What I really do like it is the way the pattern of the leaf, if you could see that, and it's soft and it's velvety, and you can tell from my new growth. I got big leaf. I don't know why. I normally have, when you buy new plants and then the plant will grow and then you have the tiniest leaf from the old one. And no, not this one. It has given me this new big leaf, and that is mine. This plant lives in my bedroom, and then look at those sets of leaves. And yeah, it's just very underrated plant, easy to look after, and my environment, and I don't do much about it. It'll just and like an ordinary house plant. What I also like about this is that it's not a drama. It doesn't provide too much drama. And my only signifies if it needs water, if it's because the leaf in itself is very thick. So if it's very, very soft, that's the time I water the plant. You know me, if you have followed my videos, I always like touching. So yeah, so this is my one of the 10, not in order. So very underrated houseplants, beautiful to have, and the veining of the back is, look at that. See that it's a beauty. So something to have, and that's one of the houseplants. Right, let's move on to number 2. Right, this is the number 2 houseplant that I have. It's a cactus. If as I said, if you followed my channel, I do a lot of different houseplants, from orchids to cactus to succulents to God knows what. So yeah, so this is one of the houseplants that I have. It's Mehanopsis minuta. It's very, I like it. It's tiny. It's just in a small mug. This mug I have found in a thrift shop, and I bore a hole underneath it, and it just sits into that clay saucer. And if you see it, it's just beautiful. And I tie this tag into that. Into that. So it's not difficult to look after. It has grown with me for nicely, really, but sometimes in odd occasion I would discover dead things like that. One time I moved this plant, and I did manage to broke the globules of this the section of this cactus. And what I did is I stick it into soil, and it grew, and I'll show you. So this is see, this is a very, very tiny pot, and that is the 2 cutting the globules has broke off, and they grew. And it's abnormal way of growing, because I put this under my my big plant, and there's not a lot of sun that goes into the plant, so that's why it's elongates itself instead of doing a big like circle, something like that. So I'm gonna move it in my bedroom. So this plant lives in my bedroom by the window, and that is my but not direct from my window, but it's not a lot of direct sun, that one. But this is totally produce, it's totally under the sun, this one. So yeah, what I like about cactus is they don't bother you on winter time. No water at all until I could see new growth, and I would start watering it. So that's, and the thing that I water this cactus if it's shovel, and that's the only time I water this plant. It's very pretty. I really do like it, just the way it is. Just cheers. Have some cactus. So that's my pretty little thing. So number 3 is, and yeah, so this is my 3rd plant. It's the Cotyledon, the bear's paw, variegated one. It's a tiny plant. I have a tremendous amount of worry about this plant, because before it'll just grow straight up, and now it's going back that way, and it's getting heavy. So this is just my only problem. And it's quite tiny paw. There is a scent that emits from this plant. It's not nice. I've only noticed it when I take it out from where it was. It lives in my bedroom again, by the window, direct sunlight, full sun. And yeah, it's so pretty little thing. If I'll pick it up, you could see how tiny is the pot, and that is the plant. I truly enjoy this plant. But the thing is, I can't see it because this is facing towards the window, and my view is behind it, so I can't really see the plant, but I know that it's doing well. So that is the yellow has produced more because there are more sunshine. There's not a lot in there. The first plant, the cotyledon I have, is the normal one, this one. It has more leaf than, no, it has more bigger leaf than my variegated one. I really wanted to have that lime. And yeah, so this is a very, very tiny pot, tiniest part of the clay pot. So, and this flowered with me last year, and it's not so pretty flat flower, but something that I haven't seen before. I took a picture of it, and it's not good. Peach. I can't remember. I don't think I uploaded it in Instagram. So yeah, so I consider them as just one. So that's my number 3 in my list of the 10 house plants. So I consider them, why I care for them is because of the thick leaves, so it's a lot of water in it, and this plant can only not doesn't produce big root ball. It's not a lot roots in there. You would think that some other plants could grow like that and the roots could go out from the pot. No, if I take that out, it's not a lot of roots really producing this plant. So yeah, so this is the plant, and it doesn't give me a lot of looking after, just pretty thing. So that's my number 3. And the only thing I don't like is I keep moving this plant, and because it stays like that, I sometimes manage to remove it, and this is one of the leaf that has come off. And if you have seen my succulents in flower, that was, I stick one of the the branch that broke from that one, and then when I tried to take it out, it broke off, and I stick it into that plant and it grew. So easy peasy. They said that you could grow it from the leaf. I tried, but I failed. So the best thing to propagate this plant is to take it from the cutting and then stick it into the soil. So that's my 3 plants. Let's move on to number 4. Right, number 4 is now a big mama. Of all the calathea I have, this is my favorite. I love this. I really do. I was really like, oh God, I really been wanting this for quite some time. It has been with me 2 years now, and the company I work with, they given me £20, and I spent that from buying a plant in Amazon. So this is one of the plant I bought. And the thing about this, I got few anyway, I got few of those, and this one doesn't grow as much as it should. It doesn't provide me a lot of new growth, but obviously this is a big plant and I don't complain. And it's growing so well. I know you're not supposed to pull your plant from that, and it's got nice roots. Oh my God, it's heavy. I just watered it 2 days ago because it was so dry, and see the roots. It's very healthy. It's coming out. Maybe it's time to repot, but I got so many things to do. It's not a priority. And this, I thought that this was infested with THRIPS, and I can't see any sign that this has been infested with THRIPS, even though all the plants that I have are being treated. So, but this plant, I didn't see any damage from it. So yeah, that is my, what's now, number 4 plants. It's huge, it's big, so I like it. And let's move on to number 5. Right, you probably expect me to have this plant, so my next one is too obvious. It's my Discidia ovata. it has this plant, it said that it referred to a Hoya, but it's got nothing, not related to Hoya, not plant, oh god, not the same genus, but related to Hoya, but it's not the same. It's a Discidia ovata. Some people call it Discidia. I call it Discidia. So for me, it doesn't really matter how you pronounce a plant. So yeah, so this is my Discidia. It's growing like crazy. Look at that. And the tinge of this leaf orange because or red because of the sun. It was on that side, the sun was on that side shining it. So that was it, and it's growing and it's producing me flower spikes. Those are the flower spikes, and got another flower spike there. And there is the flower, I've seen it yesterday when I was watering it. It's a big one. It's probably gone by now. Hang on. Right, I found it. Anyway, I'll show you another. Yeah, so that's another flower spike. I got one, two flower spike. You have three there. See, three. And this is the flower. It takes a long time to produce this flower. Very long time. So it is totally different than Hoya flower. So that is my Discidia. It's so pretty. The flower is a consolation. What I really do like about this plant is the patterning of the leaf, and it doesn't ask for so much attention, but it will not forgive you if you really denies it from water if it needed it. I tried to hold back with water, but if you hold back too far, no, forget about it. So you could have some dead ones, and I did have some dead ones. I'll show you in the next different video. I'm just showing you this, how I really do like this plant. Due to how I like this plant, you probably know that I have two pots of it. This one, that how much I like a plant. So I got two pots of this plant, and that's the other one. This one lives in my bedroom. It's gone beyond wild. So the thing about this is sometimes snap it because it goes under the the wood of the plant, and it twirl of the furniture, and it twirl in there, and then when I try to pull it out, and it's just snap. So that's the worry. Always got snap from that and from that, just but yeah, so this is how I love this plant. If you could just see that, it's something to have. It's so pretty. I really do like it. And with me, you probably know I love my Discidia. I would love to have more Discidia under my care, and it's just growing with me so beautifully. So I think I have said enough with Discidia. And yeah, so that is my Discidia ovata, which is number 5. Right, next plant is God, what's her name? Right, that's her name. Yeah, the Dracaena circulosa. So yeah, I have this plant, and it was infested with spider mites, which I got no clue, and it's just so weak, and something wrong with the plant, and it's dying, and I just sprayed it, and it went okay. And then it was infested with what's this? Oh, the blood sucking one, the THRIPS, which is always visiting me, even though they're not welcome into my house. They don't care, they don't knock on the door, they just sneak in. So yeah, an unwelcome visitor. So this one has suffered a lot, and this one was a bush when I bought it. It was tiny but quite bushy, and it's just not very good, and you can tell it's got dead ones there. I even repotted it because I thought it was very, very, you know, the soil probably not right. So I've changed the soil, and it's got dead ones there, dead ones there. Got lots of dead ones stick. So yes, I did suffered a lot, and I really do like this plant. And I was even saying, if this plant will die, where shall I find it? Yeah. So yeah, so I bought this plant on a week before my holiday to the Philippines. So yeah, and I was hoping that it would live when I come back, and it did. So yeah, I was just so happy. I just love the pattern of this splash. Look at that. It's a splash of white speckles, and it's like something has just work of art, you know, like splash of paint, and it's just beautiful, and it's so dusty. So yeah, and it's growing so well. And yeah, so this too is my new growth, and that too pear. It's growing so slowly, but I think I will forgive it because it wasn't seeing, you know, it has pest in it. In fact, last month I have seen another one a trip on underneath the leaf, and I just, you know, killed it. I haven't sprayed it again. I need to spray them now, later on perhaps. So yeah, so that is my Dacinia, another plant, number 6. Right, plant number 7. You would understand this. I bet you all would. It's the string of hearts variegated one, and I like that not variegated one as well. So this plant is a cutting from my mother plant. I have bought this one from eBay. It's a 6 strings. It's not a rooted one, just a string of 6, 12, was it 12 inches or 3 strings of 12 inches, and I paid about, I don't know, I can't remember. So yeah, so send it me this, and I have propagated it and got a very big plant upstairs in my bedroom, and I propagated this again on I can't remember, I showed you in my video about this, so that's why. And then now it's growing. Look at that growth it made, huh? Look at this. This is plant is a request from my daughter. She had one in her bedroom, the natural one, you know, not the variegated one, the string of hearts, and that's her be going in her bedroom. This is going somewhere else, and just look at it. They're so gorgeous. They're so pretty. With my string of hearts, it's everywhere in my house. I'm going to show you so that you would see it as well. Let's go round. Right, you probably can see the nice view. This is just the ordinary string of hearts. You probably noticed that it's all short because I've cut them and I propagate them. And there's some more in my sunroom. Let's go. My sunroom is a bit mess. So, another one there. See that? It's just the ordinary one, and it has grown so much again. And the propagated one, which I propagated a lot of this. So look, it's growing. Oh my god, it's stuck. Oh, I can't pull it. Right, yeah. Oh god, you see, it's there. Yeah, and it's a very tiny pot. It's very nice. It's like spilling it out. So that's the one there. And I have a lot more propagated ones, those big ones. They are all the variegation. So you have to be very careful, by the way, when you propagate a string of hearts. Do not forget to water it, because this is what's gonna happen. Look, some died because obviously they haven't developed root ball yet to sustain the plant to grow. They just are relying to the two leaves, because what I did is cut them like that with just two leaves in it, and planted it. And if you want to see furthermore on how I do it, you have to watch my video in propagating the string of hearts. And there's another one there. God, it's huge. And yeah, another big one. So yeah, those my string of hearts, and I'm gonna show you the big mama of the variegated one in my bedroom. So yeah, so this is the variegated one in my bedroom. It's quite long, and was so long it goes down to the floor, so I have to cut them. If you see the cutting, let's see, have a look, where did I cut them? You could see there, just a cutting there, and it grew, extended. Yeah, come on, there, and it extend. That's a new growth. So I just chop them and then grow. Easy to propagate. I love it. It's such a pretty, look at that, the way it's growing. And I'll show you the other one. This is not the variegated one. This is just the normal string of hearts. So yeah, are we on number 6 or was it number 7? I'll show you the last one in my daughter's room. So this is the one from my daughter's room. Look at that, so long from up there, and in a very tiny pot. It's a tiny pot, but it's quite long. I haven't cut this because it belongs to her, so I have to ask before. It doesn't belong to me now.
You don't even ask in the first place.
Oh. She's doing homework, so yeah. So that's a very long plant. Right, I'll go back down. So right, yeah, we're on number 7. So you see my string of hearts, it's everywhere in my house. So this one, as I said, will belong to her in a pink pot, and she likes it. So there you go. So that's number 7. Let's go to number 8. Right, number 8 is the begonia. It's simple begonia, really, Masoniana. It's the cross something. Love it. I love begonias, really, but sometimes, most of the time, you don't like me. Probably this is one of my favorites, one of the 10, because this is the one that's with me, with strong hands, walking hand in hand, holding, hand in hand. So yeah, it has been with me for a while. It has stunted with its growth because it's not given the right environment as what it received, but it did grow, and I'm okay with that. I don't aim perfection, so as long as it's growing, it's happy, and it seems happy, although it's in a tiny leaves, and it's flowering too. It does flower. It flowered to me last year. There's that new growth of flower, and it will come, and it's just simple white flower. I think it's a male. So yeah, so this is my number 8, the Begonia Masoniana, I think. Am I right? Yeah, did I? Oh, okay. So number 8. Number 9 would be, 9 is this crazy guy. This is crazy. This is this plant is crazy. It's like me, so I could relate to it. That's why I like it. So yeah, so it's not an ivy, it's a succulent rather. It is Senecio, the macroglossus. I love Senecio. Yes, Senecio, come to mama. Yeah, it's I love it. String of pearls. I cannot because I love it, but then it's different. But this is, honestly, look at that. But the thing about this is, if it's thirsty, you need to water it. if it's thirsty. But please do not overwater your plants. That's the worst enemy. The plant cannot live without water, but they the cause of death is suffocation of water. So yeah, so this is the plant. It lives in my sunroom, and it was difficult for me to take it because it's everywhere. Oh my god, it's just extending and extending, God knows, and it's very, very long. And you see how long, it's got a loop. It's, oh my god, yeah, it's very, very long, and it has, oh god, this is why I don't like my snipping their leaves, because it's just, I'm messing about. So yeah, that's how long it is. If you have this, you would understand how I feel about this plant. It's beautiful. The first time I saw this plant is Nick. He's in America. He's in oh god, the old town in America, in the old god place, state, Philadelphia. Yeah, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I have seen it from him, and he said it's one of his favorite. And then when he focused it, I said, oh my god, I'm gonna have that plant. I need to have a hold of it. It's so hard when a person got the feeling of need, of want. I mean, not need, you know. I'm just saying I need it. So yeah, so this is one of the favorite. So yeah, so you would truly understand it. It's so beautiful, beautiful leaves. It's succulent, and I haven't seen any pest, and it has this full white leaf, but I don't think it would last. Yeah, that all white there. It's got few of them in there, and I don't think it would last full white. And it's just quite strong growth. You could see that, very strong. So yeah, so that is my 9. And long last, we go to the last one. The last one is just in here. I don't have to get it because it's heavy. I really wanted to put, I was undecided about that one and the Peperomia. Yeah, the Peperomia raindrop. See that? It's glossy. I don't even put anything in this leaf. It's just so glossy. It's beautiful. This is a separation from a mother plant. The mother plant was infested with thrips. This is far away from it, so thank goodness. It has no marking. I hope it will not be infested. No marking at the back. The mother plant is a heck poor thing. So yeah, so it was undecided between that and that one. So yeah, so can we not just put them in number 9 together? So, and I wanted to put the melon, a Peperomia, but it's not nice looking. So it's there. It's one of my favorites, but well, yeah, it's struggling from when I received it. When you could see my video, unboxing video, it has totally damaged. It's growing slowly. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, Peperomia. I don't really like much of the plants of Peperomia because they're so drama, full of drama plants. Anyway, it's not all about this drama. It's top 10. So we'll move on to our top 10. Number 10 is the Anthurium clavi something something. So yeah, I have this for a very long time. It is huge. I have repotted it. It has these huge roots. When I repotted it, it has just succumbed the soil as if there's no soil left. This plant, I thought that it will be immune from pests. This is one of the plants that I did not spray when I have infestation of thrips. Good heavens, I was wrong. If you could, oh God, what a noise. I'll show you the damage of the thrips. You see those lines? Those are the thrips. They're doing their own road marking, so they're trying to go, let's go this way, go to the mall. Yeah, that's the road marking of the blooming thrips. I was just so annoyed. And yeah, it did it's very resilient. It's unlike the Dracaena that you could tell that it's not happy. This was remain happy as if it wasn't affected by it, and it still grew, and it gave me this, and I was happy. And that was another thrips damage, and it gave me, every time a new leaf there's always a bloom, every time, no doubt. So this is from that. This is the flower, and it gave me this. Every time it has a leaf, it became bigger, and it is, oh my God, I could see something moving fast. Oh gee, oh my goodness me. So you see, I could even see something moving. I have to spray my plants anyway. Yeah, so that is a new the new leaf. It's beautiful in color. It's like golden brown, whatever, I can't explain it. It's so pretty and velvety, and it needs to be sprayed. This yeah, so I have this for a while. I can't remember when, I forgot the tag. So that is my number 10 beautiful houseplants. Anyway, this is the Peperomia, the mother one that's been infested with thrips. It was full of leaves. It was so beautiful. I posted a picture on my Instagram, and then it was covered with thrips, and all that leaf is like a stick. So yeah, so those are my top 10 houseplants. If ever, I will only allow top 10, you know what I mean, and a sneaky one as well jump into me. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a long time now, it's quite long, so I didn't really want it to, but I always say this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you do, everybody's okay, and let us keep safe and spread love. You know, life should be living. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for those who newly subscribe, and thank you to those who keep watching me and following my videos. Thank you, guys. Stay safe. Bye for now. Bye. See you next time.